Sabrina's kitchen, what you waiting for? Sabrina's kitchen, cooking up a storm. Sabrina's kitchen, always something new. Sabrina's kitchen, flavor's waiting for you.
Enjoy. A lovely day to everyone. How are you all doing? It's too exciting and everybody loves pasta. And this happens to be our pasta month. So I'm only so happy to use one of my favorite pasta, and that is San Remo pasta. I'm going to use a fabulous gluten-free pen. The reason why I love San Remo is it's because it's firm and it holds up. Most of our pasta is mushy, you know that, and it's by the time you move it with your spoon, it's already melting. I like firm pasta, and Spanish cooking, they like it actually al dente. So even if they were to do a rice paella, they would go on the al dente, so the rice is not fully cooked. So the pen pasta is absolutely brilliant for this. But before I start, for those of you who know Sabrina's Kitchen, I just wanted to share, I'm busy, I'm everywhere, and we really need to stay strong and healthy. One of my favorite things to do for mornings and evenings at the end of my long day is to mix together a hot tea, beautiful soothing teas. This is like spa in a cup. So I put in some turmeric and cinnamon, all right, and some black pepper, hot water, and I sip my way to calm and peace. People always ask me why I'm so calm and peaceful. That's really the secret, and it also keeps me virus free and strong and my immune system strong. Anyway, let's start. So I'm going to use a paellera. For those of you who are familiar, we are using a Spanish paellera where they normally cook their paella. I highly suggest you go to Metro Gaisano. I love Metro Gaisano, my curtains, my pillows, it's all Metro Gaisano, it's wonderful. But down in the home section, you've got lovely copper pans and of course paelleras. I highly recommend you go and get yourself one too, all right? So let's start. So I'm heating my paellera already. And basically we have got, I think the ingredients are going to be flashed on screen for you. So this is going to be a seafood pasta paella using our San Remo pen, okay? Because it holds up, it's gluten-free, so it's diabetes friendly, huh? Awesome, awesome. Everybody can enjoy, from your lolo to your lola, to your parents, to your family, and all, every member. Awesome, awesome and wonderful. Anyway, so let's start to pour in my La Española olive oil, okay? You've got garlic, lemon, and basil infused. And of course, for this paella, it's very complimenting to have your garlic and lemon already, right? So I'm putting a good amount. Nice, good amount. Remember, don't worry about it. Extra virgin olive oil is another cancer fighting, packed with polyphenols and minerals. It's skin food. I mean, everything you eat should be good for you, right? Should be nutritious, but it also has to be delicious. That's never, ever a compromise. Okay, so we should be good, all right? Now, this is going to be primarily a seafood pasta paella, but I want to share with you a tip. Seafood, clams, prawns, go really, really, really well with a pork chorizo. I'm using a very great Bilbao Spanish chorizo, which is packed again with smoke and Spanish paprika. So it's going to be a layer of flavor and it's going to complement my seafood brilliantly. Here we go. Okay, happening on this wonderful pasta month. How is everyone doing? So we are live on Metro Gaisano page, and for those of you who want to win some prizes, get on board and join us. We're also sharing on Sabrina's Kitchen, all right? So you know me, I'm one of the laziest cooks I know, and I would never share with you anything, one, that's not healthy, and two, that is difficult to make, all right? We have lives, and we really want to maximize our time, right? Time for family, time. This is a great dish for Christmas, by the way, a paella pasta instead of the regular pastas. Okay, so our chorizo is happening wonderfully well. Now, what are the spices I'm throwing in? Of course, Italian seasoning to give beautiful drama and flavor to our pasta. Again, a combination of smoked and Spanish paprika. Okay, you want that combination. And then, let's see, what else do I have here? Okay, so I have got some tomatoes. I'm gonna throw half in now and half in on top as we layer and do the drama of our pasta, all right? Of course, we have beautiful San Remo tomato sauce, absolutely brilliant. So that all that is gonna wrap wonderfully well into our pasta. And already the chorizo is lending its flavor in there, right? Okay, I'm putting in some olives. Olives are gonna give my pasta a little bit of sour, a little bit of salty, so it's brilliant combination. The rest I'll use on top for garnish as well. And white onions, okay? You can use your red onions as well, but white onions are sweeter for me, so I kind of use that a lot more than the red. Red onions are great for adobos and things like that, right? Okay, wonderful, and I can smell the garlic, olive oil coming through. Just raise my heat a bit, and we move on. So to this, I'm now gonna add my seafood, all right? So I'm going to have to, we know paellas, there's that decorating on top, right? It's beautiful when you start to layer and decorate your paella. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna start to first cook what I'll use for my topping. All right, for the decor. Remember, beautiful food has to look pretty, because when it looks nice and the colors are beautiful and the smell is beautiful, of course you're inviting everyone to want to eat your food, okay? It cannot be just a brown blob. We have to introduce a little bit of art and drama into our. I'm just gonna wait for my shrimp to cook quickly, and then the rest I'll throw in as my main mix into my San Remo pasta. There's a lot. I know there's we have our regulars. We of course have also couscous. San Remo couscous is a favorite of mine for my salads as well. There's lasagna, San Remo lasagna. Of course, the spaghettis and the fettuccinis, brilliant. But again, with all the pasta out there, there are so many options in the supermarket. Mind you, where do you go? And if you like a nice, firm, good quality durum wheat pasta, you look for San Remo, okay? Anyway, I just cut through everything and go through the best. I want to feed my family the best. So if you have any questions, send it my way. Okay. Happening. So we never overcook our shrimp, okay? You can use larger prawn. I'm using a medium-sized shrimp. The flavor for me is better. But I never want to overcook this. And so the minute you see that your shrimp is turning orange, look at that, that tells me it's done. All right, that tells me that it's ready. I'm not gonna overcook that at all, because you want, when you bite into your shrimp, it's firm and it's still juicy as well. So I'm gonna remove that. I have a dish somewhere, hold on. Here we go. I'm gonna remove my shrimp, and this is gonna, of course, be for my topping. Keeping the sauce into the paellera, okay? Ooh. Such a beautiful dish with such great colors. All right, so you see this guy still gray, you want him to get orange, okay? He's not, It's not quite cooked yet. But cooking just right is so important. When we have a tendency in this country to overcook our seafood. Sayang. Don't do that, huh? Sayang. I'll lower my heat a bit. Then I'll throw in the rest. So we've got the rest of our shrimp. The rest of our shrimp I've already peeled. I've just kept the tail on. And then of course we throw in our lovely little bit of bell peppers. The rest will be topping again for my decor. And believe it or not, we're pretty much done. So now I'm throwing in my clams. You have razor clams. You have Manila clams that you can use, right? It's really up to you. So you notice I'm leaving a few in the bowl. These I boiled. So when you come back from the supermarket, here is a handy seafood tip. When you get back from the supermarket, by all means, bring out your clams, mussels, etc. Put it in water. Actually, I like to use beer also. Put it in beer, let it boil for 10 minutes, turn off the heat, right? So for the shells that don't open, throw it away. That's dead, right? That's dead. But for the shells that do open, you've got nice live shells, and all you do is keep that in your refrigerator, and it stops aging, it stays fresh for you when you want to cook, right? Isn't that a great tip? I need one more. So I just want to make sure that my clams also get that beautiful sauce. Now when you boil your San Remo gluten-free pasta or San Remo pasta, whatever, you know, you can use, of course, just like my hair, you can use the, what's the curly pasta? I love it also. You can use that one, you can use any. But when you do boil your pasta, please and by all means, keep the water, right? Because there is a nice starchiness to this, very mild starchiness. Of course, this is gluten-free, and it's also gonna add flavor. So don't throw away your liquid, all right? And then now I throw in my pasta. How simple, huh? How simple. Then we do the fun part, and you can so do this with your children when we start to do your plating. It's so much fun. So I have one pack here of fabulous San Remo gluten-free pen. And I am just gonna mix this up. Looking wonderful already, isn't it? So what's happening now is that sauce is going to be absorbed more. You know, when it's gluten-free pasta, normally it's a little more dry, right? So this cooking time is just perfect. So the sauce is actually going into our pasta wonderfully well. Now I didn't salt and pepper this. I want to try this now because remember that I put in capers and I put in olives, and these actually add to the salt already of your pasta. So let's taste. A little bit of a taste and see. All right, happening. Definitely a little salt, a little pepper. Remember when you're cooking, guys, always layer your flavors. If you over salt something, you're dead. It's very difficult to come away from that unless you turn it into soup. So you know I've done that, right? But you really learn from your mistakes, and with cooking, there's always a plan B. One of the best tips is never over salt. It's better to undersalt your food. All right, always better to undersalt. I'm adding some garlic at the last bit so that my garlic doesn't overcook, and when you bite onto it, the flavor is quite strong, right? And let's see, my salt and pepper. Here we go. You know, the Italians and the Spanish, they love their garlic. And they know because garlic fights virus, garlic fights bacteria, right? So if you want a natural antibiotic, believe it or not, you combine garlic with wild honey, right? You crush it and you take 2 tablespoons and you have a natural antibiotic fighting bacteria and virus in your body. Isn't that awesome? Way better. Way, way better. Food is medicine, guys. Food is medicine. All right, let's just mix this up. And then the next thing we do is just plate. So I am pretty much done. But I don't think I salted this yet. And it does need some salt. Smelling lovely. Okay, so where is my salt? Oh, there it is. I love to go to Ukay and find all these. You know, I bought this for 150 bucks. I just love it. Everything repurposed. I think one of these things that we learn is to be more practical, right? So I probably added about just a teaspoon of salt. That's about all this needs. It's already brilliant. Now, while that's cooking, I'm gonna start to plate. And I'm letting it cook only because I want the pasta to go, the sauce to go into my pasta. Okay, that beautiful San Remo tomato sauce into my wonderful pasta. So gluten-free, safe for diabetes, yet look at that. And it's going to taste absolutely divine. Now you can, of course, shred some cheese over this if you like. That's your call. I think it's already wonderful. All right, let's layer. So again, remember that my clams are already cooked, right? You don't want to overcook that. As I said, 10 minutes. 10 minutes in boiling water. Again, I love to use beer. Try it. The seafood that you bring home from the palengke smells so sweet as you boil it in beer. Really wonderful. Any beer will do. Any beer will do. Go ahead and drink half the bottle, the other half for the boiling. Come on, mamas. We need our break also, right? All right, every last bit of sauce in there. And then our mussels. So what I'm doing right now is doing plating. All right, I'm doing the plating. Some more lovely, so fresh. Buy whatever is in season. Okay, don't. And by the way, this is a very forgiving recipe, so that if you feel that, okay, I've already turned off my heat. I think we're pretty good. If you feel that you can't find bell peppers, or if you can't find the mussels, or if you, please and by all means go ahead and switch, okay, to something else. It's not, you don't have to really follow exactly each recipe. So what I'm doing on top is, and of course at the end of all this, I'm going to drizzle some La Española lemon olive oil to this, and that lemon is just going to be the perfect last drama for my dish. So why are clams and mussels good for us? Our body needs iodine, natural iodine, also to fight. And so this is just brilliant. Okay, and we are good. Just the final bell pepper. Smelling wonderful. And our La Española lemon. Again, last bits of tomatoes here. And our olives, which I just want to chop, spread the love. Which goes on top. And voila! My pasta paella. Ooh! We forgot one more thing. Oops. Okay, we forgot one more thing. I'm gonna need some beautiful fresh herbs on this. Here we go. Fabulous fresh basil. Smells beautiful. Very, very good for you. Actually, the Italians say it's a love food, it's an aphrodisiac. But in actuality, we know that if you're eating the right food, your body is actually functioning properly. Okay? So, here we go. My pasta, Spanish pasta paella with wonderful San Remo gluten-free pen pasta. Enjoy! So if you like what you see and you are a lazy cook like me, well, I highly suggest you subscribe, like and share Sabrina's Kitchen on YouTube, please. And we are welcoming you into the Sabrina's Kitchen family. So come join us and let's create lovely dishes for those we love, okay? Subscribe, Sabrina's Kitchen.